Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Reka Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth and who rule well. Peace and citations unto the Akim that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kwatas Upsayan from GMS Holland branch, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with another lesson, with another video. And Lord willing, this video is edifying. God, so what you see in front of you is an article from endtimeheadlines.org, and it says, Trump rebuked by woman bishop that tells him to have mercy on the LMNOP alphabet community and immigrants. Donald Trump sat stony-faced as a bishop told him to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now at an interfaith prayer service. The U.S. president began day 2 of his second term with an event at the Washington National Cathedral, where he and wife Melinda sat in the front row alongside Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife Yusha Vance. Bishop Marian Edgar Buddy was among the speakers who addressed the congregation, and she finished her address with a direct appeal to the returning president. She began, "Let me make one final plea, Mr. President. Millions have put their trust in you. In the name of our God," with a low, with not an uppercase G, but a lowercase g, "I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives." Bishop Buddy then highlighted the contributions of asylum seekers, a group Mr. Trump has wasted no time in cracking down on. As she listed groups included the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, and those who wash the dishes after we eat in the restaurants and work the night shifts in the hospitals. Mr. Trump turned away and looked over his shoulder before examining the booklet he was folding. So this is the original article from news.sky.com. So you can look it up for yourself. But yeah, man, in interest of time, I'm not gonna read it, so you can read it for yourself. But a lot of things are wrong in this situation, and mainly I'm gonna address the part that a woman bishop was telling Mr. Trump these things. So without further ado, I'm gonna dive into the scriptures. Let me first start off with 1 Corinthians 14, verse 34. Verse 34 and 35. And this is what the scripture says. "Let your women keep silence in your churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak." So it's not permitted unto them to speak. So it is completely not permitted for them to be bishops, So these people that are in the cathedrals, that are in the Roman Catholic Church or all these other type of churches, they are not applying the scriptures. They teach, they want to hold the Bible and say what they feel, but they are not teaching the scriptures accordingly, like how it says in the Bible. So that's why we here from Great Millstone GMS are teaching the 100% truth. We are teaching you straight out of the scriptures, what the scriptures say. Because you can't, the people in the churches don't tell you these things. These are the things that people in the churches hide. But we don't sugarcoat anything. We don't conceal anything. So we come rough, rugged, and raw. We tell you exactly how it is. You know, like the scripture says, we do I be let me not butcher the scriptures. This is 2 Corinthians 3 verse 12. Seeing then that we have such a hope, we use great plainness of speech. So we go straight to the point. We use plainness of speech. And the other one was, bear with me for a second. This is 2 Corinthians 11 verse 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things. So even though we be rude in speech, we use certain words, certain languages, we are straightforward and direct. We are not lacking knowledge. The knowledge is being brought forth, We are using direct speech. So we might come off as rude or offensive, but we are not, missing any. We are not missing the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But these people, they come with smooth talks. They come with soothing words for the itching ears, But we don't use that. So let me read it again. This is 1 Corinthians 14, verse 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. So if the scripture says that she should learn from her husband, she should go home and learn the scriptures from her husband, learn the Bible from her husband. She doesn't have any business standing in the front line, standing in front of the church and teaching the church, standing in front of the church and teaching the scriptures. That is not her place. You see, that's the first thing that is wrong with this picture. With her, she is not. There's so many things wrong with this picture, actually, but she should not stand in front of the church and teach the church. And point 2 is that she is the enemy. She's part of the enemy. She's Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. So she doesn't have any dealings holding the Bible, because the Bible was made for the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the biblical Hebrew Israelites that are close unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, like it says in Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. So they have no dealings holding the Bible, like it says in Psalms 50. You see? Let me grab it real quick. Psalms 50. This is Psalms 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, which the wicked is a so-called white man, Esau, Edom, that's his biblical Hebrew name. Verse 16, it says, But unto the wicked, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take it my covenant in thy mouth? And that's exactly what she's doing also. She takes the Bible and she proclaims that or she professes that she's quoting the Bible. Let me say it like that. But she doesn't quote the Bible. She doesn't come with the scriptures. What does she come with? She comes with her own emotions and own feelings. You see? Verse 17, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee. So that's how Esau works. He doesn't use the Bible for instructions. No, he uses the Bible as something that he should be contrary onto, and then he throws it behind him like, okay, this is not the way that he wants to apply the scriptures. He wants to do the exact opposite. Because why? What did she say? See if I can go back. Because this is what she's pushing, the alphabet crew. You see? But the scripture, when it speaks about the alphabet crew, not even the alphabet crew, but if a man lied with man, as a woman lied with man, or a man lied with a woman, then they should both be put to death. You see? There's no such thing as LMNOP or alphabet crew in the Bible. If it's mentioned, then it's that they should be put to death and that their blood is going to be upon their own head. You know? So she is speaking out of her own thoughts and out of her own emotions and not out of the scriptures. Let me go to First Peter's. So like not First Peter's. Let me go to First Timothy's 2. Verse 11. 1 Timothy 2, verse 11. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. See, so this is point blank period, straightforward. It says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. So she is not supposed to open her mouth with the scriptures in her hands. She's not the one that is supposed to be teaching. She's supposed to learn in silence. Verse 12. But I suffered not a woman to teach. So the whole thing that you see here, that a woman bishop, quote unquote, that's not of the scriptures. That's not of the Bible. You see? I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over a man, but to be in silence. That's the way it should be. And seeing we are living in a world that is upside down, a Babylonish world, a westernized world, which is the new modern day Babylon captivity that we're in, they usurp authority over men. Well, not in this situation. Let me give another example of where they usurp authority over men. You have female judges, you have female police officers. That's not supposed to be. You see? So now the scripture says, I suffer a woman not to teach. But this is exactly how Esau is putting everything upside down. He's straight contrary unto the Most High. You see? So what is going to happen? When the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, everything is going to be put right side up. Women are not going to talk when the scriptures are coming out. Women are not going to be teaching the scriptures. Women are not going to have authority over men. You see? So that's righteousness. That's how the Most High wanted everything to be. But Esau, the so-called white man, he takes everything and puts it upside down. So that I'm bringing these things out so that you can comprehend and understand the world that we're living in right now is straight contrary unto the Most High. Because why? Even in the book of Genesis, this is what it says. Genesis 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. So when a woman conceived a child, and when she's going to bring birth or bring that child upon earth, what is going to happen? She's going to have great sorrow and great pangs and pains. Because if you look at, for example, other animals, other beings here upon earth, when they give birth, then it's not like how our women give birth. And especially the women of the elect, they go through some things to bring the children of the servants of the Most High here upon earth. You see? But let me bring it back again. When animals give birth, then it's like it comes out, and the animal recuperates. But with people, the Most High set this as a curse from the beginning, that with great sorrow they're going to conceive, they're going to give birth. Reading on, in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So that's the whole point. The husband is going to rule over the woman. She is going to have her desires towards the woman, towards the man. That's how Yahweh Shai set everything up. Not the other way around, that she's going to be teaching, that she's going to be, steering everything. No, man. The Most High has explicitly said that he shall rule over the woman. The husband is going to rule over the woman. Let me go to the book of Esther. This is Esther 1. Verse 20. And it says, and when the king's decree which he shall make shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husband honor, both to great and small. See? The wives should give honor to the husband. It doesn't matter if he's great or small, if he doesn't have a lot. Let me say it like this. She is his possession. Like the scripture says, he that taketh a wife beginneth a possession. The Sirach 36, verse 24, it says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So a wife having a wife, that means she's a possession of yours. She's yours to do what you will, what you want to do with, a helpmate like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So she's supposed to help him, assist him in everything that needs to be done, and a pillar of rest, not coming and nagging on his head or giving him loads of stress. No, a pillar of rest, helping him to prepare for the next day, or just soothing him and then calming him down. You see? But not like what is being this is not the place that a woman should be in, a place of authority. No. We go to First Peter's. First Peter's 3, verse 5, and it says, for after this manner in the old time, the holy women also, because if you go into that word holy, it means separated. Let me go into it. Holy, which is Hagios, which means most holy thing, a saint. And who are the saints? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the ones that have been set apart, the ones that follow the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. You can't have somebody of another nation that is going to be a saint. You have to be of the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to be a saint. Holy saint, holy one, morally blameless, religious, ceremonially holy. So that's in the Greek. Let me see what it says in the Hebrew. Haggah, which this is something else. Festival. So, solemnity, sacrifice. Yeah, this is going to the root word and the root of the root word. These are other things. This is not what I was looking for. But not to get off track, it says, 1 Peter 3, verse 5, for after this manner in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. Verse 4, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. So even Sarah obeyed Abraham and called him Lord. You see, being in subjection unto her husband. So that's well pleasing unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. See, this is how the Most High intended it. Not for a woman to be standing in front of a church and reading, not even reading, she's coming out of her emotions. This. Because why? The Most High doesn't deal with women. The Most High deals with men. This is Job 39, verse 17. Because Yahweh had deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted to her understanding. See that? You get that? It's straightforward. The Most High didn't give her understanding. The Most High gave the men understanding. But what happened though? The Most High caused this to happen. Romans 5, verse 12. Wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for all that have sinned. For unto the law sin was in the world, but sin is not imputed when there is no law. So by one man sin entered into the world. But how did it enter into the world by that man? Through a female. Sirach 25, verse 24. Of the women came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So this is a complete abomination in the sight of the Most High, that a woman is standing in front of a church and teaching the church, and also teaching out of her own emotions. So this, what she says, is not in the Bible. This is straight emotions, and she's part of the enemy. She's not one of the holy women that can ever say something that comes out of the scriptures. She's the enemy. So she's straight contrast and contrary unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So with that, I hope this video is edifying, and I want to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Reka Kodash Shalom Akim.